Hey everyone, Skull902 back here again for Sonic 3 and Knuckles. This is the Knuckles Run Part 7. We're going to be going into Flying Battery Zone, but before I talk about that, I would like to make a correction to something I was talking about in the last part, the Alcatraz special for the Sonic and Knuckles thing on MTV. So the competition that they actually held on Alcatraz Island had much less contestants than I had originally thought. I gave it a rewatch after I did that commentary, and the amount of contestants was 25, and the prize money was $25,000. However, I do have to say that. In the competition in general, there actually were a lot more because they got a bunch of people from around the world to, go to Alcatraz Island from qualifiers. So there were actually Sonic and Knuckles qualifiers being held to have this competition in San Francisco, which I find amusing, and quite personally, I would be entirely in favor of Sonic the Hedgehog pro video game competitions. We need to get Sonic Adventure 2 battle into Evo, everyone. We Sonic Adventure 2 for Evo, hashtag let's do this. I would totally enter the Evo tournament for Sonic Adventure 2. But also the competition wasn't for points, actually. The competition was for the highest amount of rings collected by the end of presumably Act 1 of Mushroom Hill Zone, which kind of makes me want to find some way to go back in time, because I know the level design, right? That would be like the world's most, or well, no, it wouldn't be the world's most dickish troll, but it would certainly be something. To go back in time and use my knowledge of the game to get an easy $25,000. I would have some slightly stiff competition though, because the guy who won it did get 173 rings, and that's about the amount that I would expect to get on a run of Mushroom Hill Act 1, so what do I know? But there we briefly saw Hyper Knuckles. Hyper Knuckles, in terms of gameplay, is not too different from Hypersonic. You know, he's got the same enhancements. He's even faster and can jump even higher than his super form. But of course, Knuckles has his glide as his double jump, so he can't exactly have a double jump screen nuke. However, whenever Hyper Knuckles latches onto a wall, it creates this like screen nuking shockwave. So that's the sort of replacement for that they used. And I'm actually rather surprised that I was able to transform into Hyper Knuckles like from the invincibility, because I still had the invincibility, or at least it seemed like I did. But I don't know. I just, yeah. But, so, yeah, it's pretty much the same as Hypersonic, except, you know, the shorter jump and whatnot. And your screen nuke is instead latching onto the wall whenever you know, climb into it. It didn't do that there, so I presume a certain amount of force has to be involved in that. Though I did just kind of jump up and latch on that way, so... presumably gliding into the wall is the only way that you can do that. Speaking of competitions, though, as far as, like, you know, the whole Sonic and Knuckles thing and, you know, SA2 for Evo are concerned, there was also this thing that I found out about on Sonic Retro, where an official Sega magazine in the UK, I don't exactly remember what the name of it was, but they decided to troll a bit in their magazine by pretending to have a £1 million contest for whoever could find this fucking butt-ugly original character they made up called Rankles. Who, it was like edited art from like the UK version of the Sonic 3 box art. And he was green, and he only had like one dreadlock and like the world's ugliest feet. I'll show him in a picture here. But it was really gross looking. He had like electro ankles, I think was one of the things it said about him. It just really dumb, but it was like, did you know that there's a secret character in Sonic and Knuckles called Rankles, and if you find him, we'll give you £1 million, which, you know, a lot of money to a kid. Or, well, I mean, it's a lot of money to an average person. So, especially in 1994. But I wonder how many kids actually believe the contest. Like, just stopped reading the fucking magazine right there and then, and was like, oh man, I gotta go find the Rankles. I apologize to anyone from the United Kingdom. But no, like, at the end of the thing, they were like, oh, but we're actually joking, and the real contest is, tell us accurately what happens in the very best ending of Sonic 3 and Knuckles. And I think it was like the first person who could adhere to the rules and whatever of the competition won a JVC Wonder Mega, which was like a combination Mega Drive and Sega CD in one. It was released over in the United States and Japan as well. Japan had the same name, the Wonder Mega, and in the US it was called the Zai, but like it was spelled like X apostrophe EYE, so it doesn't, like, that's so fucking weird. Just call it the XI, man. Which I imagine a lot of people, when reading it, do pronounce it like that, but no, it's supposed to be Zai. But like, you know, very rare console too, so the prize was actually very much worth it for an easy as fuck thing to do, you know, just describe the best ending of Sonic 3 and Knuckles combined. I mean, shit. I wonder if I'd be able to, or well, I mean, no, obviously it's not fucking 1994 anymore, and that magazine's probably deader than disco. But that would be another funny thing to just use some time travel powers on, don't you think? But that's reminding me now of another like really easy competition from like whatever channel was airing Sonic X over in the UK. Had this thing when Adventure DX was coming out over there, where they were like, okay, you apparently really fucking stupid kids, or at least we think you're really stupid. Here's our contest. Win a copy of Sonic Adventure DX if you can name what species Sonic is. Like, what the fuck? Everyone knows that Sonic is a hedgehog, but they didn't even try with the options. I think it was like, is Sonic a hedgehog? Duh. A dog? Or a cereal? You know, it's like some stupid bullshit like that. But like, what is it with the UK and extremely easy Sonic competitions? Come on, UK, step your game up. Step your fucking game up, UK. Oh, boy, blimey. But yeah, we're just heading off to the boss now. I can't believe that shit. Like those competitions, man. And the boss is pretty much exactly the same as it was with Sonic. You know, you gotta test your patience here with this fucking laser that you can hit, or well, not with Knuckles, but with Sonic you can. Very much like the Wing Fortress boss, except, you know, without the platforms. And there's absolutely no way to stop this earlier than the game wants it to. Now pay attention here, actually, because it's the EggRobo controlling the machine here. So you would think, right? But got a bit of a surprise there, you know. EggRobo, I guess EggRobo's an egg pussy. He runs off in fear of Knuckles. I guess he had enough time to run away while I was doing this. Just trying to, I guess, immediately get out of here, or no? I don't know. I don't remember what I did. It was nearly a month ago. But he finds time to escape. There we are. And, well, awaiting for Knuckles at the very top of this here challenge section, who is actually controlling the boss. It's Robotnik. Like, you know, the only appearance of Robotnik in Knuckles' story. What a weird thing, though. Because, like, I know the reason. The sprite for Eggman is different in the cockpit of the flying battery boss than it is for every other boss. But the ROM hack 3 Knuckles Complete makes an edit to it that puts the EggRobo in there. So I don't know if it was cartridge space limitations or something like that, but we get Eggman here instead of EggRobo, who runs away to Sandopolis, and we got to meet him there. I guess Eggman was just mad that Knuckles was here and was like, "God damn it, I failed. I'm just trying to go home." Why did I give him an old man voice? Well, anyway. We have reached the end of Flying Battery Zone. Not very different from Sonic's run, but hey, you know, whatever. I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next part. Have a wonderful day.